Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Rise of Phoenixes. This is one of my favorite political Chinese dramas. It stars Chen Kun as the male lead and Nini as the female lead. The story is a political drama as well as a tragic romance story. The backdrop of the story is that the emperor of the new dynasty stole the kingdom from a previous dynasty as is usual, and the male lead is actually tied into this conspiracy as well, as his father sent him on a trip to help him gain the new dynasty. But this also affects his later relationship with the female lead because she's the lost princess of this previous kingdom. And it means that when they meet, they're fated, but they're also doomed because her adoptive mother tells her to promise to never marry him because her adoptive uncle tried to arrange a marriage between her and the prince because the prince was imprisoned from the ages of 18 to 26 by his father to protect him, his father says, but it also has something to do with his brothers framing him as well. And then he's released and tries to avenge his third brother. He's successful, but part of the revenge story is also to try and completely ruin the lives of his brothers as well as potentially kill them, which essentially means that really only leaves him to be emperor by the end, even though throughout the entire show his character Ning Yi is saying, I don't want to be emperor. And everybody that's helping him with his revenge plan is believing what he's saying, but that by the end he becomes emperor, suddenly it's like he's been lying to them the whole time. He has this politician friend who's really upset about it because his wife actually ends up dying as a result of him assisting the male lead with the revenge plan, and he definitely feels the most betrayed. Nini's character as well goes through a series of things, like she loses her adoptive family, she finds out her real family died and how they died and how the empress to blame for it all, but she also develops this really close relationship with the emperor because she pretends to be a boy because she's really smart, and that's the only way she can kind of show her intelligence. But she also seeks freedom and independence, and she's kind of chasing it throughout the entire show, but is never actually able to get it. She ends up marrying a prince from a different kingdom. It's not a very happy marriage. She's then released from that marriage and ends up in Ningyi's arms again, but by that time she's realized that she's kind of lost everything, and even though he's all she has, he is also the reason why she's in so much pain, which is why you don't actually see any kisses in this drama. You just get romantic moments with romantic music playing over the top, but no scenes with them actually being intimate or anything like that, because it's definitely not that kind of show. The political backdrop is affecting how they can proceed in their relationship and how uncomfortable they feel with each other and their feelings for each other as well. Alongside that, you end up empathizing with the villains that the main character is trying to target because the show allows you to see them as full characters, as full human beings, rather than just as villains made for the story. And I actually end up feeling bad for the Crown Prince, who Ningyi is mainly antagonistic towards. And I felt for him because he had lost his mother when he was young. It was a conspiracy with his mother's sister, who's also the mother of his half brother. So it's just very complicated feelings between family members, and family members hurting each other, but still also having to live under the same roof, and then being under an emperor that's pretty much playing mind games with everybody. Because in the show, the Empress playing mind games with Ningyi because Ningyi's mother was she's from this witch family and she knows magic, and she got into some beef with the Emperor and basically said that if you hurt my son, I'll curse you, and basically if he gets hurt, you get hurt. And it meant that he not only did he imprison Ningyi because of the conspiracy his brothers did against him, but also to make sure that his life could be protected because he believed that if his son was hurt, he'd be hurt too. And so everybody's just out to manipulate each other and hurt each other. And honestly, it all goes back to the role of the emperor. And it could be anybody sitting in that seat, and you're pretty much getting the same story, which is why the idea of somebody stealing a dynasty from another person is pretty normal because it's all about conquering and conquering and conquering. It doesn't have anything to do with genuine human emotions or feelings, which is why the show is tragic. At the end, I know the book ends differently, but at the end, the female lead, who's constantly seeking freedom and independence, jumps off a cliff But she looks pretty happy. She looks pretty at peace while she's like flying down the cliff because she's like, I'm finally at peace. And the Melody's really upset, but he actually can't do anything. He can't kill himself because now he's emperor and must rule over the kingdom. And so it really is a depressing story because while it's called Rise of the Phoenixes, you do see a lot of people falling. No pun intended, I promise. But it's definitely like a very epic political drama. It's 70 episodes, okay? I've only watched it once because it's too long, in my opinion. They could have cut it like 20 episodes short. But it was still an enjoyable experience, and I did enjoy each arc. I did enjoy how fully fledged all the characters were. Even side characters that were only there for like 9 episodes felt like real people. Like I still weep over the death of a close friend of Feng Shui, the female lead, and Ning Yi's, who was a prostitute, but she was lovely and she helped them so much, and she died really quickly, and it was really depressing. So honestly, kudos to the writers. I also want to say kudos to the costume design team because I've never been more impressed by the male characters' costumes in my life. Like their costumes are amazing. And I also loved the OST and the makeup for all the characters too. Like everybody just looked fantastic, from the heroes to the villains to everybody in between. And it felt like I was watching a film, like a film, but each episode was like, you know, episodic, like a TV show. But like it just felt like a film, but it wasn't a film because it was 70 episodes. But it was fun. Let me know what you think about Rise of the Phoenixes in the comments below. If you like my channel, please subscribe. If you like this video, please hit the like button below. Thanks so much for listening. Bye bye.